and welcome to Conscious Curiosities, where we unlock the wisdom of the universe that lies within us. I'm your host, Maria Luz, an astrologer, certified hypnotist, and psychic medium. On today's episode, I'm going to do a follow-up for last week's episode on Neptune. I thought it would be nice to build a hypnotic track around this energy. And Neptune is about as Neptunian as it can get because it is sitting at the very last degree of the zodiac at 29 degrees Pisces, which Neptune rules in modern astrology anyway. And Saturn is sitting in Neptune as well and is about to go retrograde, bringing in some heaviness and I don't know, like an even greater sense that we are running out of time because of Saturn's association with time and just having to mature and do the responsible thing. And Neptune itself will move retrograde in or a few days after Saturn. And that, I think, may be the cause of the feeling that I'm having, which is inhabiting this sort of watery liminal space. And I can't complain because I am in a really good place in my life. But in some situations, it may feel like being held back or being checked. And this would be Saturn's influence. And when planets are in retrograde, it is often a call to review our beliefs and our actions. Like, how did we get to where we are? And is there something we missed that now needs attention? I think I mentioned in the Saturn episode that if you're born with Saturn in retrograde, your mission, or one of them anyway, depending on the rest of your chart, is really to develop that sense of internal authority. And often that involves rebelling against the status quo authority. So keep that in mind as well, just with Saturn being one of the planets going into retrograde. And as I mentioned in last week's episode, the outer planets do go into retrograde once a year. However, because they move so slowly, we may, for some of them, we may only experience them in retrograde in a sign, like in a few signs, like in the case of Pluto, for our lifetime. So it is a rather serious call for our attention. And I had a preview of that energy of being held back or being checked recently, and it did feel like a punishment. So I pull 3 tarot cards every evening for myself, just as a reflection of how did today go, and am I aligned with reality? And so I do one that's a 3-card spread: thinking, feeling, and doing. So I was getting this sense that the tarot cards were punishing me, or at least like I was getting these more kind of despairing or cards where the image is the person is kind of cornered, or reverses that led to those meanings. So I had to ask myself, what have I missed? I have been trying really hard to work on healing and to get in integrity with myself. So in my case, what I think was at the heart of it was that I was still not living with integrity, despite having upturned my life, completely, even leaving my corporate job and just embracing astrology and being a hypnotist, and then my psychic abilities coming along. And I was still denying myself complete freedom and happiness because I was afraid I would look bad. And that sounds terribly shallow, but it was complicated because it was about accepting my mom's narcissism and rejecting my role as the good daughter, including the accolades from others and all of my, for all of my good deeds and the time, spent in the service of her. And so that, largely came to a head around the eclipse season in April. But there was still that piece about not wanting to really be super public about intentionally estranging from her, because I didn't want my ego to be judged, or my ego couldn't take the judgment, I guess I'll say. So anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. And I've always had trouble with not being good enough. It's, one of those Chiron in Aries attributes, and it's very close to my moon in Aries. So I realized I was compensating for this by playing that role, rather than dealing with my worthiness issues and standing up for myself to claim my freedom and not being ashamed or embarrassed about it with other people. That's on them if what they decide to think about me. It really doesn't have to do with me. But as many of you know, that is very hard, easy to say, but hard to really absorb that information, that lesson, whatever you want to call it. So I just share this because maybe you have something similar going on in your life where, you've done a lot of work, but then you've got this feeling of you're being held back. And it may just be some review and an adjustment that's needed. So I'm going to move on to the hypnosis here soon. I'll pause before I start so you can gather together your things and get comfortable. But as with any hypnosis, do not drive and do not multitask. And just set yourself up as if you were going to take a cat nap, maybe, for about, I think this one may be about 15 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. Sorry, I haven't tested it yet. And you just want to be in as quiet a place as you can be. But once you're in the state of hypnosis, the things in the background will just effortlessly go away. And you can also use this as a sleep track. So I'm going to pause. And before I do, I just want to wish you to take care and have a wonderful hypnotic journey. Settling into a safe and comfortable position, and with your eyes open to begin with. Now look ahead and find a spot on the wall above your natural eye gaze. Really eagle eye that spot if you can. We want to engage the sympathetic nervous system at first by really focusing your attention. And when you are ready, take in a nice deep breath all the way into your abdomen. As you exhale, soften your gaze, letting the muscles around your eyes relax. Gaze through that spot, not focusing your eyes at all anymore, so it goes all blurry. Good. Now when you are ready, take in another nice deep breath, and this time, as you exhale, close your eyes and relax. Good. Bring your attention to your physical body now, and just notice, is there any part of you that you would like to relax more than you already are right now? And invite that part of your body to sink in deeper and deeper and relax further. Good. And now relax your forehead, your eyebrows, your face. Take your attention to your shoulders and squeeze them up tightly towards your ears, up, squeezing. Hold for a moment, then drop them. Let them just settle back down comfortably on top of your shoulders, on top of the cushion or the chair, letting everything just relax. From your forehead to your shoulders, and now relax your jaw, letting it come open slightly, which is entirely normal. This engages the vagus nerve, which right now is sending messages to all parts of your body that now is the time to relax. Nice Now gradually slow down your breathing, getting into that comfortable, slow rhythm of breathing with a long exhalation. Good. This invites your body to relax even further, which then allows your mind to drift peacefully. Good. Now relax the back of your tongue. Allow it to really go flat like the horizon, settling into stillness. That part of you that speaks, just going still and completely relaxed. Now take that feeling of relaxation to the top of your head, letting the relaxed feeling once again travel down your forehead, eyes, sides of your face, your jaw, neck, down your shoulders, chest, arms, your hands, now your abdomen, hips, thighs, calves, ankles, feet, soles of the feet. Imagine all the stress is draining through the bottom of your feet into the ground where it will be composted. All the tension draining from all parts of your body now, going deeper and deeper relaxed. And in this relaxed state, you can easily imagine something when I ask you to, such as a leaf on a tree in springtime, bright and green with drops of dew on it. Go ahead and imagine that now. In this relaxed state, using the magic of the mind, you can imagine a feeling, such as the feeling of being comfortable in bed, everything done for the day, snuggled under your comfy blankets and with your pillow softly supporting your head for you. In this relaxed state, simply because I ask you to, you notice the feel of your shirt on your skin, the lightness or texture of the fabric, and the feel of the seat or cushioning beneath you, supporting your body completely. And because you are now deeply relaxed, any background sound, such as a bird chirping or a dog barking, will only take you further into a state of hypnosis, as your subconscious mind will understand you are safe and secure, there in your chair or bed, simply listening to the sound of my voice, continually relaxing with every natural breath you exhale. Take your attention to your eyelids, and as you do, they become tighter. As I count from 1 to 3, they will twitch and tighten. When I get to 3, you will try to open them, but you will not be able to. 1, your eyelids are twitching, tightening, and locking down. 2, they are tighter and tighter, locking down and stuck like glue. 3, they are tighter and tighter, locking down and stuck like glue. And you may try to open them, but you cannot, because they are stuck like glue. You may try to open them, but you cannot. And now allow your eyelids to relax fully. And now you become so deeply relaxed that your body effortlessly releases all remaining tension and drains into the earth to be composted. You become one with the universe, comfortably floating in a sea of tranquility, liberated from your earthly body, feeling at one with all that is. From this place of pure alignment, you allow your mind to focus on feeling a holistic sense of contentment and peace, for you have entered the realm of clarity. Your mind is clear and focused, and you are now ready to expand and grow and be open to insight. Imagine a peaceful and calm setting outdoors, someplace pleasant for you. It can be a real or imagined place. It could be the beach, the forest, the mountains, or a beautiful field. Imagine it clearly in your mind. You notice the smells, you notice the temperature, you notice the sounds, and now imagine you are there in this pleasant place of knowing, of insight. standing in this tranquil setting where you will begin your journey of discovery and growth, you notice a path off to the left, and you set out toward the path. Now, walking on that path, you notice what the path is composed of. Maybe sand, snow, or grass, or soft dirt, and you make a note of it. And notice how it sounds to walk along this path. And you notice what you are wearing and what's on your feet. Maybe sandals, shoes, boots, or barefoot. You continue walking down the path until you come to a crossing, a bridge to where you will find the clarity you seek. At the bridge, you pause, and before proceeding, you set one thing down that you've been carrying, knowing that this thing no longer serves you. This thing can be an idea, a commitment, an emotion, a belief, a behavior, a relationship, or a material thing as well. Don't stress about which thing, just go with the one that comes effortlessly and automatically to your mind now. Take a moment to consider what is no longer serving you in your life. And now, setting that thing down that you no longer need, take a moment of gratitude for what it did bring to your life. Maybe resilience or a deeper knowledge of the world and yourself. And you begin to cross the bridge. As you walk across, you notice the natural beauty all around you. Maybe there are mountains, trees, rivers, or fields of wildflowers. And you notice a little off to the left there is a dwelling, perhaps a house or a cabin. Create the dwelling to your liking, a warm and inviting place of refuge and clarity. The house will be your place of comfort, of knowing, of deep insight that comes from your connection to your higher self and the wisdom of the universe. You walk up to the house now and notice what the door looks like. You notice the wood or the stone or the glass that the door is made of. You notice the handle. You reach for the handle, feeling the material it is made of, and open the door and enter the house. You feel a sense of calm and peace upon entering the house, and you find yourself in a hallway with numerous doors. You pass by door after door until you come to the door with a symbol that looks like flowing water. You feel entranced by this door and the symbol. You walk toward it, and when you are ready, you open the door and step inside. The inside of this room is like a grotto, a natural stone cave with water flowing gently through it. Like magic, there is a little ledge of stone which holds back the water, and you walk over and stand in front of the stone ledge, seeing the water flowing behind it, and also what looks like a foggy evening sky. You feel warm and safe despite the fog, and you notice there is a ceramic pitcher sitting on the ledge. On the side of the pitcher is some writing. You look closer and see that it is the one thing that you left on the other side of the bridge. The thing you decided was no longer serving you. You laugh softly to yourself as you are not surprised that simply putting it down didn't make it disappear. But somehow you know that the magic of this room, the sparkly flowing water, and mysterious clouds will help you dissolve this thing. You peer into the pitcher and see liquid that contains all of your energy around this thing. You get to decide how much you want to dissolve into the flowing water. It's okay if you are not ready to let go of all of it today. But you don't want to waste the magic, so you decide how much of the thing that is no longer serving you that you are ready to let go of. You pour out that amount into the flowing water and immediately feel more at ease with yourself and your life. You have made a great decision for your well-being. You pause for a moment to soak in this incredible feeling, knowing that effortlessly and automatically throughout the coming days and weeks, your subconscious mind will continue to release what is no longer serving you in order for healing to occur. While you are in this room, you sense that the universe loves you just as you are right now, allowing you to feel what it is like to just be present and allow love to charge through you. Pausing just for a few moments now. In a few moments, you are going to leave this room. So allow yourself to take the time now to complete anything that you are doing here. You can return at any time to pour more out of the pitcher, or even a different thing altogether. And now, when you are ready, leave this room behind and go back out into the hallway. Close the door, but don't lock it. You can return anytime you wish. You walk down the hallway again until you come to a door with a symbol that looks like a candle burning on it. Once again, you feel drawn to this room and know something special is inside for you. You place your hand on the door handle, feeling the material beneath your skin, and you open the door and step inside. You immediately take in a breath because all around you there are stone shelves filled with candles of all different shapes and sizes in holders of all different types, illuminating the darkness with little glimmers of luminous candlelight. This is a room of inspiration, and as you let your gaze wander to all of the candles, one in particular draws your eye. You walk toward it and notice the color, shape, size, and holder. You now understand that it represents something you have always wanted, and that something is not a thing at all. Rather, it is a feeling that you wish for. You may not have even known that you wanted it until this very moment. Isn't that funny how that can happen? It can be a feeling of confidence, or ease, or freedom, or it can be to feel like the person you have always wanted to be, but haven't gotten around to. Maybe someone who writes poems, or goes on regular walks. Your heart will know what that feeling is, or how it feels, even if you don't have a word for it. Allow yourself to gaze into the candle, and as you watch it flicker, feel what it would be like to feel this way in your life. Pausing just for a moment now. In a few moments, you are going to leave this room. So allow yourself to take the time now to complete anything that you are doing here. You can return at any time to gaze at this candle again, or even to choose another candle. And now, when you are ready, leave this room behind and go back out into the hallway. Close the door behind you, but don't lock it. You can return anytime you wish. You walk back down the hallway and reach the front door. There is a table beside the front door, and on the table is a bag with your name on it. Somehow you know not to open the bag just yet, but you say thank you to this magical and peaceful dwelling and walk outside and back to the bridge. As you walk across the bridge, you feel easeful, calm, and inspired from your time in the dwelling, but ready to return to your life feeling different. And now, standing at the serene and peaceful place in nature where you began, you open the bag and pull out the candle you had picked out. It has a note attached by a ribbon which says, You have the light within you to feel the way your heart wishes to feel. Be true to yourself, and you will see it begin to glow and illuminate your life. And now I will count from 5 to 1, and when I get to 1, you will open your eyes and emerge. 5, feeling so good, lighter after allowing something no longer serving you to dissolve away. 4, knowing you have a light within you, and you have the power to illuminate your life. 3, feeling full of inspiration and hope. 2, feeling clear, calm, and focused, ready to go about your day or evening. 1, opening your eyes. I want to credit Erica Flint, the hypnotist who trained me, for the bones of the script, and my son, Gianni Aiello, who made the track behind the hypnosis, as well as the intro and outro music. His new album, under the name Animal Camera, with 2 eyes, is called Psychic Highway Songs, and it is amazing. Find it on Bandcamp. If you want to personally work with me, visit my website, marialuz.online, or email me info@marialuz.online. Everything you need, including the links to my YouTube, Substack, LinkedIn, and other coupon codes, are in the show notes. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day.